Dobrodošli svima.
Dobrodošli svima.
Ovdje je Maki.
Ovdje je Ivana. Sorry, I talked over you.
That's okay. That's okay. Pozdrav iz Kopaonik.
Yeah. We are ready to go to Kopaonik, as you can see, because today's topic is skiing in Kopaonik, in Serbia. Where can you go skiing?
Beautiful place. Look at that.
So, Maki, you've been talking a lot about how beautiful it is. Have you been there?
Yes, and I can say that Kopaonik is the place that changed my life.
Oh,
in a good way, forever.
Tell me more.
Why do I say that? Because this place is really magical. I had nothing to do with skiing, with cold weather, snow. I mean, I liked it for a few days, but just for maximum 2 days. But Kopaonik is such a beautiful place and such a sunny place as well. Snow and sun together. So it made me love that mountain, that like snowy mountain. And I learned skiing there. So this is my place where I learned skiing. I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Level is not there yet, but I tried, I think 5-6 slopes there. So that's good. Even I did one night skiing, so I will tell you about it later.
Nice. I want that experience for myself too, because I went twice to Kopaonik. I don't know if you know that. And
I think only once I thought.
I went twice. It was with my school. I was like when I was like 12, 13, I think, something like that. And I actually even found a place on Google where we used to go to. It's some sort of like children hostel. I think it's from Kragujevac or something like that. I'm not quite sure. So, and it was, on a budget, and there was a lot of kids, and there was one instructor. So there wasn't really a lot of time. I think we had like one class, something like that. There wasn't really a lot of time for them to, how do you call it?
Train you to teach you ski.
to teach us how to ski. So basically it was and I'm a naturally very scared person. Like in the beginning, like almost whatever I'm doing, I'm usually like have this instinct of being like afraid of something. So I think skiing was really scary for me because you can't get injured, if you don't really know what you're doing. And there wasn't a lot of, I didn't really feel that there was a lot of like slowly building up. It was like, okay, you had one class and you had like a very, very slow slope of like 10 meters or something like that. And then, okay, now you go, and find a path or whatever. And I was just scared. And I did learn it for one of my friends, at the time, best friend. She loved skiing. She was quite good at it. I did it for her, but I think I like went down several times, and then the last time I went down, it was quite slippery because it was frozen. It was like the trail was quite frozen, and I just remember falling constantly. And not only that, but I was really afraid of like hurting other people around me. And after that, did not go skiing anymore.
The story ended.
That's it. But I would love to learn.
You fall a lot in this sport.
Yeah.
And you hate it at some point, but when you don't give up, somehow it hooks you up.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I would love to learn it. Maybe actually this year I'm planning to go to Kopaonik. But
give it another chance.
Yeah, but the thing is that I'm going to go with my parents, and I'm pretty sure they don't want to ski. So I think we're just gonna go for a couple of days and just to like hike a bit and to get warm in a cottage or something like that.
Yeah, that's also good. But maybe one afternoon you can take one class and try. At least I can tell you which slopes to try on your first day, and at least you can have fun without big injuries.
So actually, now that we started talking about Kopaonik, I hope some of the people don't really know what it is, right? And it's like the place you go to go skiing. It's the mountain, right? And there's so many trails over there, and you can go skiing to other places as well. But Kopaonik is like a natural I don't know, park. I don't know how you call it.
Yeah,
Reservat.
national park.
Yeah. And then yeah, basically it's beautiful. There's so many trails for you, and it's also very, very much in the south, which is
Mhm.
right next to Kosovo in Metohija.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And did you know that the name comes from Kopati?
Oh, that will make sense. Kopati. To dig.
Kopati to dig. Yeah. As these mountains are, the mountain range is so big, they were digging for iron, zinc, lead for centuries here.
Crazy. I didn't know that. Kopaonik.
And it became a national park in 1981. And I heard some stories from like relatively old people here who lived in Yugoslavia. That time, the companies had their own places there. So for free, you would go there for winter vacation. Like almost every company offered it. It was such a thing, especially probably in Kurševac because it's so close. But they said like big companies always had their own places in Kopaonik for their workers.
Mm.
Isn't this amazing?
Oh my god, it's kind of like the thing that my dad has. He goes to, I think to Tara every year.
Mhm.
His company has just gives them like free, like everything free, like the hotel with the swimming pool and so on. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. I mean, kind of more like a communist thing. That's how it sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds great though, because
It
it's
does.
now expensive and it's hard to find the nice place there because of the demand.
It's really expensive, although there are really, really, I was checking so many hotels, so many places to go to. So
Hundreds of them.
yeah, yeah, so crazy. So guys, if you want to go skiing, feel free to go, and maybe avoid the Christmas season because I don't know how expensive it will be. But if you're okay with that, then and also probably quite busy. I'm not just expensive, but quite busy, right?
Mhm.
So, but
Yeah, last year I was going to tell if we wanted to stay there for the New Year's Eve, and it was 3 times more expensive. If you stay, actually, Christmas doesn't affect that much. So between 25 and 28 of December, you can stay there like relatively normal prices. And New Year's Eve, wow, that's impossible almost.
well, actually, it makes sense because we don't really celebrate
Mhm.
Catholic Christmas. So why would you? I just thought maybe people would go for like a week and they would combine like
Mm,
that week and then the
yeah,
New Year's Eve. But yeah, it would make sense why the New Year's Eve. Yeah.
yeah, it's highly booked around that time for sure.
Yeah.
And not only for skiing, though, I wanted to say it has a lot of like it's a national park. It has a lot of things to see: waterfalls, lakes, springs, like mineral springs, and spas that you can go and relax. So if you're not a skier, definitely you should still go there and experience it.
But in some other season or in winter as well.
Mhm. I think every season you can go. For spa, for sure, you can go in the winter. Maybe waterfalls, lakes, better to go. But the
Yeah.
thing is, in Kopaonik, even winters are so great. I mean, I went there more than 5 times last winter, and it was mostly sunny, so sunny.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
why I think it's good holiday destination, even for the winter, for not non-skiers.
Yeah. Let's give them some of the facts that I found. Um,
Yeah.
Ooh, you have some more facts actually. Like,
Yeah, I
please go
made that
on.
list.
Go on.
Yeah, it's called, the nickname is Sunshine Mountain because of the reason that I told you. It's so sunny, actually.
Mm.
I don't remember the days, but 200 days or something, full sun. Like
It must be
is
something regarding the height or something like that. What is it about
the
it that makes it?
weather, somehow the climate.
Yeah.
It's called sub-alpine climate.
Mm.
So that's why it's like, it looks like alpines. It is part
Yeah.
of it, but still it's sunnier version.
Yeah. I love the sun. So, I mean, so happy that we're going there this year. Yeah.
You need actually sunscreen to go there.
That's a good tip. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Okay. Other than that, I was curious about the height because when you go to the top, it feels so high. So the highest point is 2017 meters above
Mm.
sea level.
Nice.
And the lowest is 1,650. So it's always high.
Yeah. And I think around 2000, that's where the mountain starts getting rocky, really rocky, right?
Mhm.
Because it's for some also like climate reasons. I think that's where it becomes like not until that point that you have a lot of vegetation and so on. But I'm guessing,
Mhm.
yeah, then it gets rocky.
Yeah, you see on top, it's kind of bold.
Yeah, yeah. Although there's snow. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Which ones did you want to share first?
Well, I actually just went on their website and I just
Hmm.
like, learned some things that I think will be interesting for ski lovers mostly. And you said that it's
Hmm.
not just for ski lovers, it's really for anyone who likes nature
Nature.
or just wants to chill somewhere, have really nice views and
Hmm.
maybe disconnect. But if you do want to connect, there's also like social things that you can do over there, I'm pretty sure, because it's quite busy. It can be quite
Yeah,
busy. So, and it's beautiful, right?
for
um
sure.
I mentioned it's the biggest ski center in Serbia, right? So
Hmm.
that's, you can find some other ones. And there's the trails are basically for like from beginners to advanced, so you can cover
Yeah.
all of them, as you already said.
Yeah.
um
And for each level, there is not only one or two options. If you're a beginner, you can have 3, 4 different slopes. And if you're
mm,
intermediate, like it gets to tens. And then, yeah, the black ones are the hardest ones. And
mm,
they are only one to three, I guess. I'm not sure. But mostly they are blue. Blue means beginner to intermediate level. So for especially new beginners, that's a great place. Cheaper than
yeah.
the other European destinations.
Yes.
And
I
yeah.
think a lot of people don't really know because almost everyone goes to like France, to
Mhm.
ski, and then actually, it's in a way, this isn't a budget.
Yeah, somehow
It's like somehow
compared to other ski resorts, it's on a budget, but
this is,
compared to other parts of Serbia, it's not a budget friendly
yeah.
place.
Before we continue with the show, here's a quick reminder. This podcast is free for everyone and supported by listeners like you. We hope that this podcast is useful and convenient to you. This is a labor of love for both of us. To help us continue creating useful content for everyone, we will appreciate your help. If you have the means, you can support us in different ways. You may just go to buymeacoffee.com/Mozdekafa podcast and send us some cups of coffee. You may also become a member of our show on patreon.com/Mozdekafa podcast and get extra benefits like bonus content, full transcripts of the show in Serbian, or even join us on the show. We rely on your support to help everyone more in learning Serbian language and culture. Thanks for joining us today, and now let's get back to our episode.
And they have, what was it, 64 different trails, right? Tracks,
No,
actually, not trails, tracks. Hmm?
64 kilometers actually is
Sorry, 64 kilometers.
the length, like
um
the width.
yeah, the length, actually, isn't it the length?
Mhm.
The
Length,
length
yeah.
of the so there's all of these combined, right? And they also
Mhm.
have
Mhm.
the cable cars, and I mean cable cars in many different shapes, right? Like they can be for one
Ah.
person, they can be like just to hold it, they can be for four people, and
Mhm.
there's a lot of these. Also, there's like cable cars for people that just want to just sightsee, right? So you don't have to ski, you just go there. I did that actually because I didn't want to
Mhm.
ski. So I
Mhm.
went with my friend and I just sat down and we went, like, you look at it from above and it's pretty amazing.
Definitely, this is what people do as well. People get tired as well. They just get the lift and they go to the top, and there are very nice restaurants on top, so you can just chill, enjoy the sun and snow and the view. Uh,
Yeah.
so you don't have to go with your skis there.
Yeah. What are the most popular trails over there? Do you know? Which ones have you gone to?
So the peaks are very important. From that peak, you can have different roads to go, like
Mm,
different slopes, blue ones, red ones, brown ones. So that depends on whatever level you are. So the most famous one is Pančiće Vrh, which is the highest. and
Mhm.
Karavan Greben. I like the name Karavan Greben because it's Turkish to me. That's why.
Yeah, Karaman Grev. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It sounds a bit Turkish.
I love these places because of first restaurants, views, and the varieties of slopes that you can take from. So you can go wherever slope you want, and you can come
Yeah.
back and try the other one from the same peak. So that's why
Yeah.
I really love these two. Malo Jezero, I think it's a lake, right?
Yeah, Yazero is lake. Yeah, yeah. It's Malazero is again another kind of, I guess, peak or like trail that you can
Mm,
take. This is also one of the most popular ones, although I haven't been there though. So I don't
yeah.
know.
But
Um,
last year, actually, they started this cable car from Brzeće.
yes, I wanted to mention that. Yeah.
And it changed a lot, I think, in Kopaonik. It will, especially this year, because it was such a traffic jam there because everybody goes around the same time, like especially the people who go for the day. They go
Yeah.
early in the morning and there's a traffic jam all the time. But
Yeah.
now in Brzeće, you can just leave your car there and take the closed cable car to go to, I think it was Karaman Greban it's going. So you can just go there and start your life from there. You don't have to park your car or you I think saves time as well.
Yeah, I think this was one of the biggest investments that they made in the last I don't know
Mhm,
how many years. So yeah, you don't have to be in the center of happening, right? So you can just go to
mhm.
Brzeće and do that. So that's an
Yeah.
option. Maybe I'm guessing that also the accommodation over there maybe is a bit cheaper compared to
Yeah.
the core center, but still
Mhm.
I'm guessing the prices are rising right now because of the cable car. But yeah, that's another
Definitely.
option. Yeah.
Yeah. And one thing that I really love there, night skiing. I mean, night skiing is a totally different thing. The weather
Mm.
is colder, there are just lights, and it's kind of scarier because it's dark. Like there are lights on the pitch, but it's the it's a wooded place. Like there are lots of trees on each slope, like on the sides.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
night, they are completely dark. So you feel like
Be aware.
creepy a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's an
Experience.
experience or adventure.
Yeah. They also do have fake snow. So even if there's global warming or whatever, so they have, I don't know how much you like to ski and escape fake snow, but at least that's an
Actually, they
option.
do it before the season starts. For example, they did it last
Mm.
week to like have a welcome party to start the season because the snow is not there yet. But when snow comes, they don't need any fake snow. As I think it's always
Ooh,
snowy there.
the snow hasn't started?
As far as I checked, not much.
Okay, I should go soon. I should go soon.
But the
I
season starts on the 9th of December. So they're
Mm.
expecting to have enough snow until then, and then they are going to start. And they sold the tickets online this year and like with the discount. So many people already bought their tickets.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even during the pandemic, interesting.
Yeah. I mean, last year there were a lot of people, even though there weren't any vaccines and stuff.
Mm. What else have you noted? Wrote down here.
Hmm.
So you have more than 200 accommodation options. Yeah, we talked about that. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, ski pass.
Yeah. Ski pass and for accommodation. So there are two options. You can stay near the slopes, near the skiing resorts, like where you can walk to the skiing pitches. But also there's a little village that I actually sent you. It's
Mm.
just 5 kilometers away, 3 to 5 kilometers away. And you can, if you go by car, you can stay in that small village as well. It's so beautiful. The
That's
houses
what
are
I
amazing.
wanted. That's what I wanted. Exactly. Because I know that I'm not going to stay for that long and I'm not expecting my parents to go skiing. We didn't like organize anything, don't have any
Mhm.
equipment, nothing, nothing, nothing. So we just thought we just want to be like in a really beautiful place, like where we can see like just a really nice,
Mhm.
sightseeing place and where you can maybe walk a bit, and that sounds like a
Yeah.
good, and not in the busy area, right? So that sounds like a good alternative.
Mhm. Definitely. And it's called Kopaonik again, the village's name. You just see it on the map when you
Oh,
look
I
at it.
saw it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And ski passes,
Mhm.
that's a tricky one.
Hmm.
They sell half the day, 1 full day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day tickets. So many options. We
Yeah.
didn't know that in the beginning. We were just buying tickets.
Oh.
We realized we could have both half-day tickets, and then we did that. So if you're going for a week, that's going to be cheaper to buy the weekly pass, and also there's seasonal pass, of course, which
Yeah.
is the most economic one if you're going there quite often.
Hmm. Is there anything else we want to say before we start talking about the vocabulary, actually?
Actually, we can go with the vocabulary because
Mm.
that's also interesting to learn. We mentioned already vırh, right? Pençeçe vırh.
Yeah.
That's
Peak.
peak. Yeah.
Mm.
Again, 3 consonant word. Vırh.
Yeah. Vrch, yeah, that's true. Although I don't know, for me at least, vrch, it's not like vrch, you know. At least like
Yeah.
is not too strong. It could be
Vırh.
strong. Vrch. Yeah. And Pantichev. You know why Pantichev?
No.
Because Panticheva Morica is a how do you call oh my god, how do you call these trees that never like Christmas trees? Basically, it's a Christmas.
Evergreen. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a type
Pine
of a
trees.
tree that can only be
Mhm.
found in Serbia. So Pantichev, I'm guessing this is the reason based on that tree.
Mhm.
Pantichev Morica.
Probably.
Yeah, exactly. At least that's what I know about. This is
Mhm.
you can only find it in the Balkans. Okay, then we have skiing as a noun, which is,
Mhm.
do you know it?
Yeah, I just saw it. Skijanje.
Skiing, yeah. But I also
Skijanje.
thought there's snowboarding, right?
Mhm.
So we just say snowboarding. I don't think
Okay.
there's a reason. There's like a translation for that.
How about the people who can ski and who can snowboard? Skier,
Ah,
snowboarder,
ski. Oh, that's good. So a skiash, I think that's
skiash. Do you
skiash,
have gender issue there?
skiashica, skiashica,
Skiashica.
or I'm gonna have
Mm.
to double check that, but I think that's how it is because I haven't really been around. Actually, I forgot that a lot of this vocabulary. I'm like, wow, I'm remembering right now because I don't use it.
Use it. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
like I don't
Makes
really use
sense.
it. Yeah, skiashitsa. I think that's what it is. Male, female.
Mhm.
Snowboarding, snowboarders. I don't really know. That one is quite tough.
Mm.
Snowboard.
Mm.
It's good. I don't
Because
know.
it's borrowed word, so it's gonna sound different anyway.
Yeah, may also it's not really like a thing. Like I don't know if we
Mhm.
have many famous snowboarders or something like that.
Mm.
So it's not really like that often. I did add sledding as well as a
Mhm.
noun because that's what you do when there's snow, right?
Yeah, that's fun,
Yeah.
definitely.
Sankanje.
Sankanje. Mhm.
Yes. Sankanje. You see skijanje, sankanje. So when there's
Mhm.
nye, it's a noun.
Yeah.
Okay. Why skijanje? Because the skis are skije.
Ah, okay. Ski.
Mm.
Then sledge is sanka.
Yeah. Sanke. So
Okay.
actually, so it's this is we don't use singular, we use plural. Evo, daj mi moje sanke.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
it's there, sanke.
Cool.
Actually, to ski is skiati.
Mhm. Skieti.
Skiati. And then to sled, sankati.
Okay. So when we make them noun, it's skianje or sankanje.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Skiati, sankati. Snowboard, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we even skateboard is skateboard. You know, it's like borrowing, right?
Yeah.
Cable car, that one I completely forgot. We call this žičara.
Žičara.
Yes.
That's interesting.
And I'm guessing because žica is a wire. Cable wire, right?
I see.
So it's like the wire or the cable that's connecting or like that's leading you. So žičara. Žičara is a feminine noun.
Yeah, I added 2 more activities to do in Kopaonik, and maybe you can tell the names in Serbian as well. Before the skiing season starts, mountain bikers, oh my God, they all go there and they go on top with a car and then they ride back with their bikes.
Mountain biking. Wait, is it the bike or a motor? What is it? Mountain
No,
bike?
normal bike.
Normal bike.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't really know because I also for a lot of these things we just use like we don't have a translation of our own. I think
Mhm.
it would be something like planinsko, mountain planinsko biking is like
Hmm.
actually we can say biking as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not quite
Okay.
sure. I think if
Planinsko
you
bike.
yeah, I think you no, you can you should just type mountain biking. I think you can because we are used to using borrowings like these kind of like
Mhm.
even like stand-up paddling. We don't have a word for that in Serbian.
Mhm.
It's
I see.
stand-up paddling. So that's it. I would have to check this one.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
also last one, paragliding. That's a
paragliding.
nice view. Yeah, paragliding, the same.
Yeah. Told you. At least
Easy.
that's how I would say it. Paragliding. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I hope we inspired people to go to Kopaonik.
Yeah.
I bet everybody will love it.
Well, you definitely inspired me. So I'm even like planning maybe next year to go for skiing specifically. So let's see.
I will come with you. Any excuse for me.
I will
It's great
join
to
you.
go there.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I hope you
Okay.
enjoyed. Nadam se da ste uživali. And
Da.
da, takođe.
Takođe. I
Takođe.
ja takođe.
Yeah. So see you in the next episode.
All right.
Prijetno.
Vidimo se.